Starting before you're ready is one of the most powerful concepts I've come to embrace. It's a mindset that can transform your life, your career, and your creativity. Think about it. How often do we wait for the perfect moment, the ideal conditions, or the right amount of confidence before taking action? The truth is that perfect moment rarely exists. When I first decided to pursue my passion, I was filled with self-doubt. I thought I needed more experience, more knowledge, or even more validation from others. But then I realized something crucial. Waiting for readiness is a trap. It keeps you stuck in a cycle of inaction. The reality is, you learn and grow through doing. Each step you take, even if it's imperfect, brings you closer to your goals. Let's consider some examples. Think about famous entrepreneurs like Richard Branson or Elon Musk. They didn't wait for everything to be perfect before launching their ventures. They jumped in, often with little more than a vision and a willingness to learn along the way. They embraced the chaos, the uncertainty, and the mistakes. And guess what? That's where the magic happens. When you start before you're ready, you give yourself the chance to experiment. You can test ideas, gather feedback, and iterate. Each failure becomes a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. I remember when I first tried my hand at public speaking, I was terrified. I stumbled over my words and my hands shook. But each time I got up there, I learned something new about myself and my message. With every presentation, I became more comfortable and more confident. There's also a sense of urgency that comes with starting before you're ready. When you dive in, you're forced to adapt quickly. You can't afford to overthink or second-guess yourself. You have to make decisions on the fly, which often leads to innovative solutions. This is how creativity thrives, by pushing boundaries and stepping outside of your comfort zone. Now, I'm not saying you should leap into something without any preparation. There's a balance to strike. Do your research, set some goals, and have a plan. But don't let that plan become a barrier to action. The key is to recognize when you're using preparation as an excuse to delay. So, how do you start before you're ready? First, identify what's holding you back. Is it fear of failure? Fear of judgment? A lack of resources? Acknowledge those fears, but don't let them control you. Next, set a small, achievable goal that pushes you out of your comfort zone. It could be as simple as sharing your idea with a friend or creating a rough draft of a project. Finally, commit to taking that first step. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be done. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. The more you practice, the more you'll find your footing. In the end, starting before you're ready is about embracing the journey. It's about being willing to learn, adapt, and grow. So, take that leap. You might just surprise yourself with what you can achieve when you stop waiting and start doing.